How does tranquility bring more happiness than external material? Hi, everyone. We are exploring how the pursuit of wealth and power can devastate people's lives. This is one theme of Pearl's novel, supported by real-life examples. Make sure to smash the like button and prepare all your concentration, because this topic deserves your attention. As this story is a parable, we can project it in our daily life. Some women value material more than anything, ignoring other important factors. There is no harm in pursuing wealth, but no on the price of tranquility. The story takes a turn when Kino discovers the most precious pearl, which the villagers called the pearl of the world. How can a positive thing that has the power to change your life be the reason to make it collapse? It is a very common state and famous under the name of sudden wealth syndrome, or SWS. This explains why some lottery winners transform from being poor to a state of more poverty. First, this syndrome triggers anxiety and paranoia. As soon as Kino finds the pearl, he becomes overprotective. And when Kino is asked about who he is afraid of, he states, everyone. He is so obsessed with that possession to the extent that it makes him commit any sort of act to keep it, because it represents all his dreams and wealth that he has never dreamed of. Kino is now carrying a weapon wherever he goes and is always cautious not to be tricked or stolen. Second, his lack of trust increased to exclude his companion, his wife. The lottery winners or people under SWS become so paranoid and afraid of losing their money. Even the people that used to be so intimate are no longer trusted. Third, people under SWS are no longer able to make reasonable decisions. In Kino's example, risking all of his possessions and close family was far from wisdom. All these symptoms contradict happiness. Happiness is peace in the mind, not one moment's joy. Kino used to be energetic, friendly, and truly happy with his wife and son. His life is the best example of simplicity, but the dim light that shined abruptly was his life's destruction approaching him. Furthermore, people who are pursuing happiness need to be extremely cautious not to fall into the trap of greed and ego, as prosperity makes you do. All philosophers have warned before about greed. The person who is under the greed effect is no longer recognizable to his closest friends and family, even to himself. The happiness of the very moment when Kino spelled out all of his ambitions became his real enemy. He knows that if he doesn't fulfill his promises, he is going to become a joke. But that is just an illusion, and the real joke is what he has done by slavishly approaching darkness. There is another important factor that Steinbeck well presented in his novel. The idea that people are jealous and want to take you down isn't just an imagination, it is the reality. As soon as he finds the pearl, he becomes the enemy of everyone. Suddenly, everyone becomes attached to Kino's pearl. The priest and the merchant tried to trick him, and his house is getting attacked daily. Until now, Kino still isn't aware of the value that his old life had. Only his wife Juana was able to observe the change, destroy it before it destroys us. Since Kino is so obsessed that he's no longer able to listen to the sound of reason, there is no escape from a devastating ending. Juana ended up describing the pearl as a sin, which shows that she has capitulated. This pearl is like a sin. This is what sudden wealth does, and the mentality of a lottery participant. The more he gets, the more he wants, and the danger becomes no longer intimidating. Kino's story finished with his son dead, his house burned, and his canoe destroyed. He started from poverty, intending to innovate his life, and only transformed it the worst. Indeed, there was only enough to fulfill a man's need, not his greed.